All right, guys. So you read the title. I'm gonna be doing a Iron Lungs / Iron Cheeks review because damn, that movie was cheeks, as the kids would say. Now, some of you guys might be Markiplier fans out there, which I'm not. I've also got to disclose that I'm not a Markiplier fan as far as being a YouTube personality. I do, however, like Markiplier's filmmaking to the highest degree and his acting to some degree. And you guys might be compelled after this review to either call me lame, call me a scrub. Some of you might even call me the N-word after this. But aside from that, I'm gonna give my honest review on Iron Cheeks. It was a mid movie. Am I saying it's a bad movie? No, I'm saying it's pretty mid. All right. Honestly, there were some things I was looking for in this movie related to the game that I didn't get. It didn't expand the story too much about the universe of Iron Lung. It didn't do any of that. It just managed to be a slow drag of a movie. And it didn't even really lean into a lot of the psychological horror elements that it introduced, at least not early on. Now, if you don't know anything about Iron Lung, there's a pretty cool lore video about it by Wendigoon. He does the Creepcast with Papa Meat. He does the Meat King in animated videos. And he has a pretty nice lore video related to Iron Lung. Honestly, you shouldn't even have to watch the lore video for Iron Lung to go into this movie. Number one, that's what Markiplier should have done. He should. I think he worked with the creator of Iron Lung, and he should have got some extra privileges in expanding the story of Iron Lung. Not with vagueness, not with it should have been an overly vague movie, honestly. When they were down in the submarine, I understand the vagueness, I understand not seeing everything, but they should have expanded on the story, on the world a little bit more. And absolutely fails to do that. You know, you get some things, like I said, but you don't get, it needed more in between. In between the submarine scenes, you needed actual scenes from the actual universe spliced in. You know, there's some movies that can pull off not seeing too much. And that's another thing. I'm gonna reference this movie by Ryan Reynolds. I think it was called Buried, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'll put it on the screen. But that one explored not seeing a lot of things, but being in a confined space. That's another thing. The Iron Lung submarine, I felt should have been smaller. It should have been smaller. It seemed way too spacious. And that took a lot of the, the intensity out for me. I felt there was too much space in the Iron Lung. It should have been more cramped. It should have been more secluded. Throughout the movie, Markiplier's character is talking about how hot it is in the Iron Lung. Throughout the movie, we should have been able to see that. We should have been able to see him sweating in the Iron Lung. And I think that would have made the environment, the scenes that more impactful in the Iron Lung. So you still get the standard, this guy's a prisoner, he's going down in the Iron Lung to find something down there. And what they're trying to find, we don't know. And to be honest, near the end of the movie, I don't even know what the hell is happening. It literally throws the bloody kitchen sink at you in the end of the movie, to be fair. And it starts with the descent, and you know, he's hearing stuff under the water, all right? And that's another thing. I think my movie theater, I think the sound was just off. I think this movie would be great with just great sound in the movie theater, but the sound in my movie theater sucked ass. Let me know if anybody else had that problem. The sound in my movie theater sucked ass, and that dampened the movie experience for me too, because it wasn't loud enough. I don't know if that was the movie, I don't know if that was my theater, but the movie wasn't loud enough, and I couldn't get all the, you know, the sounds, you know, of him being in the water, all the creaking and stuff. I couldn't get a good feel for that immersion, you know what I'm saying? And then he gets the first descent, he goes up, and then something happens, and it's kind of dumb, you know? I'm talking about the vagueness of the movie, but you do get involved with characters like at least in the first 20 to 30 minutes to an hour. And they keep things vague with him too. Like, honestly, if he's going down in this submersible, he should know all the different mechanics of the submarine, even though he's a prisoner. They give him a manual, but honestly, when you see what happens in his first ascent, he makes a mistake, and it's a grave mistake. And honestly, they should have told him about the system that he needed to know about. So that causes some tension. He gets lured back in, and he thinks it's gonna affect his his negotiation and getting out. Rightfully so. And then they go down again. He's got like a photo system. He's taking more photos. And towards the end, or towards the middle, you find out a little bit of things. Then it starts playing into the psychological horror aspect of it. You know, what's down there. But it's just so slow. It's just such a slow movie, man. And they did like, when they start dipping into like the psychological horror aspects of it towards the middle end, that's when it starts becoming more interesting. But the first block of it is slow as hell. I don't know, man. I think, you know, like I said before, I like Markiplier's filmmaking. His acting is below that, and his acting in this was good for, I would say, about the first hour and a half. This movie is 2 hours long. It should have been like an hour or 45 minutes. I think this movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes, actually. It should have been an hour and 45 minutes. It was too damn long. It was too long to be a slog of a movie. I don't know, man. I was hearing good things about it. I heard people hyping it up. But it doesn't deserve all the hype. Now, I am, to a degree, happy that he was able to make a movie, much like the Raka Raka crew. Like, I like seeing YouTubers go from like being YouTubers into filmmakers and having their own spot in the filmmaking space, because Hollywood has been garbage for the last 10 years, in my opinion, with just a few hidden gems here and there. Hollywood has been absolutely garbage. I appreciate that he's taking up some space, and other YouTubers are taking up some space and doing it right this time. Because there was a period back in the early 2010s where YouTubers were coming out with movies and they were absolute fucking garbage. Man, the Fred movie, oh my god. There was a Fred movie. I think Logan Paul did a few things. I thought all of it was garbage. This one is mid. This one is mid. If you want like gold YouTuber movie, watch what was the movie called by Raka Raka? It was either Bring Her Back or I think Talk to Me. Bring Her Back or Talk to Me. Great Australian horror movies right there. Two great, in my opinion, instant classic Australian horror movies. It's up there with like Mungo, which did the slow burn right, in my opinion. I think this movie would have probably been better as some sort of like found footage movie, almost. You know? I really feel like it would have been better as a found footage movie. I don't think the cinematic approach was the right take for it. I think this could have been done at a different angle, you know? And like I said before, it needed to capitalize on claustrophobic elements. And it kind of does that towards the end. And then it needed to capitalize on the psychological horror aspect of it. And expand on the story of Iron Lung. But I think it just focused too much on the suspense of it. The suspense and drama. And it's funny because towards the end of the movie, Markiplier, that's another thing. Markiplier just whines. He just whines throughout the whole freaking movie about about how hopeless things are. But I'll give it that. I'll give the movie that. It does give you a sense of absolute freaking hopelessness. Like, this world, the Iron Lung universe is just hopeless. It's just absolutely freaking hopeless. And towards the end of the movie, Markiplier was like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? I was like, what's the fucking point of this movie? Oh man. You know what? I think he for his first theatrical film attempt, this was a good effort. Okay, I'm not saying it's the best horror movie of all time. It's a good effort, but it's mid. It's kind of cheeks, as the kids would say. Oh man, but hey, let me know what you think. Let me know if you watched Iron Lung. Let me know what you think about it. I know this is just probably not the this is probably not the videos some of my followers want to see after being gone for 3 months, but man, I went to go see it. I actually skipped out on going somewhere else yesterday to go see Iron Lung because it was playing at a theater near me. I was like, you know what? Well, let me go see Iron Lung. But man, would I recommend this to anybody? Watch it on stream. Watch it streaming, guys. You know what? I would gladly part with that $15 I paid to go see that movie. But watch it on stream. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the button. Let me know if you feel the same way. Let me know if you like the movie. Take it easy.